The Progressive Network would prefer to view the problem as not one of transparency, but one of money. The problem isn't Bobby Harrell. The problem is money. And everyone agrees that money has corrupted our political system and shrugs and says, but there's nothing you can do about it. Well, there are 5 states that have passed what we call clean elections, voter-owned elections, that give people an opportunity to run for office using no private money whatsoever. So that's something we want people to be pondering. But the question of Harrell's filing in his personal campaign account, if he filed records, perhaps it would be legal. In his Palmetto Leadership Council, it's legal what that council does in bundling money and getting around limits to individual politicians. We have a system that is legal that allows money to influence politics in a way that in most countries that have elections, you would go to jail. Mr. Harrell, if the rules are working, would make his case to the House Ethics Committee, a peculiar institution that's composed of House members, to hear the wrongdoings or potential wrongdoings of House members. Of the 6 members of the House Ethics Committee, Mr. Harrell has given 5 of them at least $1,000 in the last few years. And the question of transparency is something that the media should dig into because it's you. It's you that's the voice of we people. The money has drowned it out. The incumbents, the intransigency of incumbents. We can't get any interest in bills to reduce the influence of money in politics or change the way the system works today because the 170 people up there, it worked for them. They won with the current practice. They won with the current number of voters. They won with the campaign finance system we have. So it's up to the people and the media to be able to tell the people there are alternatives. Open up the books, let's see the transparency. Go online to the State Ethics Commission, who's had their budget cut in half in the last few years, and try and use that system, the online system that the Progressive Network in 1998 set up the first basis for online. And you will find that if you wanted to search one of the Ethics Committee members, the money that they received, you have to do it in 6-month increments. And you have to start the search over and over again. It's tedious, and I don't know if it was designed that way. But we need the media's help to be able to teach people about the way money is corrupting the process. 90+% of the people that spend the most money in this year's election will win their seat. We have the least contested elections in the nation. We're going to go from number 50th in the nation in terms of contested elections, to 50+, because we threw out 250 candidates because they didn't follow the rules the incumbents drew that they didn't have to follow. So we will have 82% of the 170 legislators serving this session without any opposition in the general election. We have some systemic problems that need to be discussed and fought over, but there's one that we agree with the Policy Council on, is transparency and getting to the bottom of Mr. Harrell's